Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the star of our show, Terry.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Music and Me. I am your host, Terry, and today get ready to dive into the world of one of the most powerful voices in music history. Yes, you guessed it, the one and only Celine Dion. From her chart-topping ballads to unforgettable duets, Celine has gifted us with some of the most iconic anthems ever. She's not just a singer, she's an emotion shaker, and her voice hits like a tidal wave. Whether you're belting out All by Myself in your car or crying through My Heart Will Go On for the 100th time. But today, we're not just looking back, we're celebrating the extraordinary career of a legend. In this episode, I'll be exploring 8 of my absolute favorite Celine Dion songs. From All by Myself to I'm Alive. These songs aren't just chart toppers, they're timeless. And each one tells a story that I'll dive into today. So why Celine Dion, you ask? Honestly, how could I not talk about her? I love Celine Dion. I've always loved Celine Dion. Celine's voice has become the soundtrack to life's most emotional moments. Her vocal mastery is unmatched, capable of bringing us from the brink of tears to the heights of joy. She sings with a passion that cuts deep, and you feel every word. Whether it's love, loss, or pure exhilaration, Celine makes you feel. And despite facing health challenges recently, she's shown us time and again that her strength isn't just in her voice, but in her spirit. So today, we're going to celebrate Celine's music and her resilience, a legacy that continues to inspire millions around the world. First, let's take a little trip back in time to where it all began, Celine Dion's beginnings in Quebec, Canada. Picture this, a tiny French-speaking town, 14 kids packed into one house. That's right, 14. And little Celine, the youngest of the bunch, singing her heart out to anyone who'd listen. Born into a musical family, Celine's talent wasn't just obvious, it was inescapable. She gave her first public performance at age 5, and by the time she hit her teens, there was no stopping her. Her voice had this magic to it, even back then. So when her brothers sent off a demo to a music manager who was about to change her life, Celine was already on her way to stardom. Now let's talk about her road to stardom. It wasn't your typical rise to fame. Fast forward to 1988. Celine took the stage at the Eurovision Song Contest, representing Switzerland. Yeah, there's a fun fact for you. And she belted her way to victory. It was a game-changing moment. Suddenly, everyone knew who Celine Dion was. With that win, she went from local sensation to international superstar in the making. And let's just say that was the rocket fuel for a career that would soon soar to incredible heights. But Celine didn't do it alone. Enter René Angelil, the man who not only believed in Celine's talent, but staked everything on her success. He mortgaged his house to fund her first album. Talk about fate. René became more than just her manager. He became her guiding star, shaping her career with careful strategy and endless support. Over time, their professional relationship turned into one of the most beautiful love stories in the music industry. Together, they climbed the ladder to superstardom, and Renee played a massive role in making Celine the global icon we know today. By the time the 1990s rolled around, Celine was unstoppable. She made the bold leap into English language music with albums like Unison and The Color of My Love, which catapulted her onto the world stage. And let's not forget the monster hits like The Power of Love and, of course, My Heart Will Go On, the song that sent her into the stratosphere and cemented her status as an international megastar. Celine wasn't just singing in a new language, she was conquering the world, and with every note, she proved that music, like love, is a language all its own. From a small town girl to one of the best-selling artists of all time, Celine's journey is nothing short of legendary. And the best part? It's still unfolding. If you're anything like me, you probably love just about every Celine Dion song. Honestly, narrowing down my favorites was not an easy task because her catalog is filled with so many incredible hits. But for this episode, I've decided to focus on 8 of my absolute favorites. Although, trust me, it was really hard to choose. I listened to all of her songs and put some on, took some out, you know how it goes. The songs that I chose are the ones that move me the most and the ones that I find myself coming back to again and again. So, without further ado, let's dive into the magic of Celine's music, starting with a classic that we all know and love, and one of my favorites, All by Myself. All by Myself is a track that has become synonymous with Celine Dion's powerful vocal prowess and emotional delivery. This song is a classic anthem of solitude and longing, and Celine's version truly elevates it to a whole new level. All by Myself is about that deep, aching feeling of being alone, especially after a breakup or a moment of isolation, or in my case, just, feeling insecure and thinking nobody likes you. So this song I connected with a lot. This is a song that beautifully encapsulates the essence of heartache and loneliness, something we all experience at some point. The lyrics express that profound sense of longing and the emotional struggle of trying to find solace in your own company, which is sometimes really hard to do. Celine's rendition of this Eric Carmen classic is a masterclass in turning raw emotion into a musical experience. Originally recorded by Eric Carmen in 1975, All by Myself was a poignant ballad about solitude. But Celine's 1996 cover took it to soaring new heights. Her version stands out because of her incredible vocal range and the way she pours her heart into every note. The dramatic crescendo towards the end, where Celine reaches those powerful high notes, is nothing short of breathtaking. It's a moment of pure vocal artistry that captures the essence of the song's emotional depth. What makes this song so enduringly popular is Celine's ability to convey the song's core sentiment with such intensity. She doesn't just sing the lyrics, she makes you feel them. Her emotional delivery turns the song into a cathartic experience, one that resonates with anyone who's ever felt the pang of loneliness. All by Myself is a testament to Celine's skill in transforming a song into a deeply personal and universally relatable anthem. And as I said, I really connected with this song because I often felt alone, because I always thought nobody liked me, you know. So that's why I wanted to talk about this song first, because it means a lot to me. Next up is one of the most stunning duets of all time, The Prayer. And I've talked about this one before in my duets episode, but I cannot leave this one out because this is one of my absolute favorite Celine Dion songs and my favorite duets of all time. The song is a masterpiece of vocal harmony and pure emotion, and it's impossible not to feel moved when you hear it. A duet between Celine Dion and Andrea Bocelli, it brings together two of the most powerful voices in the world. The result? Absolute magic. What makes The Prayer so special is not just the incredible vocals, but the deep spiritual meaning behind it. It's a song about hope, guidance, and faith, with lyrics that feel like a heartfelt plea for protection and peace. Whether you're religious or not, the message of this song really resonates. It's about looking for strength during uncertain times and asking for help in finding your way. The blend of English and Italian lyrics adds an extra layer of beauty, making the song feel even more universal and timeless. Celine and Bocelli first recorded the song for the movie Quest for Camelot in 1998, and it quickly became a standout. Quest for Camelot was one of my favorite movies growing up. I loved it so much. Like, I watched it all the time. And this song was beautiful. While both versions, Celine's solo and the duet, are breathtaking, it's that duet version that truly soared, thanks to the incredible chemistry between these two artists. Their voices complement each other perfectly. Bocelli's rich operatic tones alongside Celine's soaring emotive voice create a balance that's just goosebumps every time you hear it. Why is it so popular? Well, first of all, Celine and Bocelli are vocal powerhouses in their own right. But when they come together, it feels like something otherworldly. There's a sincerity and depth to the way they perform the song that just draws you in. It's the kind of song that people turn to during meaningful moments, weddings, funerals, important ceremonies, because it feels like it reaches deep into your soul and touches something profound. The song has won numerous awards and continues to be a fan favorite at Celine's concerts. Plus, let's be real, it's a song that shows off the full extent of Celine's vocal range, from those soft, tender notes to the big, powerful moments. It's the kind of performance that leaves you breathless, whether you're hearing it for the first time or the 100th. The prayer is more than just a song, it's a deeply moving experience. And every time I listen to this song, I'm just in awe of how beautiful it is, and I love it. It's one of my favorite duets ever, and ooh, it gives me goosebumps every time I hear it, no matter how many times I hear it. Now, let's talk about a song that's all about the power of collaboration and serious diva energy. It's another duet. Tell Him. When you put two of the most iconic voices in music, Celine Dion and Barbra Streisand, together on one track, you know you're in for something special. This song is like a masterclass in vocal performance, and it's one of those rare duets where both singers absolutely shine. Tell Him is a song about love, vulnerability, and taking a chance on your feelings. The lyrics tell the story of two women giving advice to each other about expressing their love, something we can all relate to, right? The song beautifully captures that moment when you're on the edge of revealing your heart to someone, but you're just not sure how to take that leap. It's all about gathering the courage to be honest and open, and the emotion that both Celine and Barbara bring to the track makes it so real. This collaboration came about in 1997 when Celine and Barbara, two powerhouse vocalists from different generations, teamed up for what became one of the most epic duets in music history. It wasn't just a meeting of voices, it was a meeting of legends. Barbra Streisand has long been an inspiration for Celine, so getting to work with her was a dream come true, I can imagine. The mutual respect and admiration they had for each other can be heard in every note. You can tell they're not just singing together, they're lifting each other up. Now let's talk about why this song became such a favorite. First, there's the novelty of hearing these two voices together. It's like magic. Barbara's rich, velvety tones, combined with Celine's crystal clear, powerful vocals, create a blend that's both mesmerizing and full of emotional depth. The song builds in intensity, with both singers gradually raising their stakes until the final dramatic high note, where they both let loose and absolutely soar. Tell Him is a favorite not only because it's a vocal powerhouse, but because it's filled with heartfelt emotion. It feels like a conversation between two friends, full of warmth, wisdom, and sincerity. And let's not forget that it's a perfect karaoke duet if you ever feel like channeling your inner divas. It's an unforgettable song that showcases the magic that happens when two musical legends come together and pour their hearts into a performance. All right, I have a few more songs to talk about, but first, here's my interesting fact of the week. Welcome to my interesting fact of the week. Okay, picture this. It's a family wedding. Everyone's having a great time. Maybe a little champagne is flowing, and suddenly, boom, a 5-year-old Celine Dion grabs the mic and blows everyone away. Yes, you heard that right. At just 5 years old, Celine stepped up and performed for the very first time in front of an audience at her brother's wedding. Can you imagine being at a wedding and instead of a tipsy toast, you get a mini Celine Diva moment? It's like the universe just knew she was destined for greatness. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was 5, I was lucky if I could color inside the lines, let alone steal the show at a wedding. But Celine, she's belting out tunes, and her family immediately knew that there was something special about her voice. You could say it was a sign of things to come, like superstar, global icon, legendary diva. Can you just imagine little Celine standing there, wide eyed, probably in a cute dress, just owning that moment? It's no wonder her family helped launch her into stardom not long after. So, next time you hear her hit one of those jaw dropping high notes, just remember Celine was wowing crowds before most kids were even learning to tie their shoes. Pretty amazing, right? That's your fun fact for this week. Now, let's get back to the music. Welcome back. Next up, we have the Celine Dion song that took the world by storm, My Heart Will Go On. It's impossible not to talk about Celine without mentioning this iconic love theme from the movie Titanic. Whether you've seen the movie 1,000 times or not, this song is legendary, and it's probably one of the first songs that comes to mind when you think of Celine Dion. The thing about My Heart Will Go On is that it's more than just a song, it's a cultural moment. Released in 1997, this track became the anthem of the blockbuster movie Titanic, and it quickly took on a life of its own. The song captures the heartbreak and romance of the film perfectly, but it also stands alone as a powerful ballad about eternal love and loss. Even without the images of Rose and Jack floating in the freezing Atlantic, the emotion in the song is undeniable. It's about enduring love, moving on, and cherishing the memories of those we've lost, something that everyone can relate to in some way. What's crazy is that Celine initially didn't even want to record this song. Yep, hard to believe, but she wasn't sold on the idea at first. Thankfully, she changed her mind, and the rest is history. Her voice, paired with that haunting flute intro, gives the song a timeless, almost ethereal quality. And let's be honest, when Celine hits those high notes in the chorus, it's goosebumps every single time. Why is it so popular? Well, first of all, the song is everywhere. It topped the charts worldwide, won an Academy Award for Best Original Song, and picked up several Grammys. But it's also because of how deeply it resonates emotionally. Celine's powerful yet tender vocals carry so much weight, making you feel the sorrow, the hope, and the longing all at once. It's become a symbol of love that transcends time and space, and that's something people hold on to. Not to mention, it's one of the most enduring love songs ever. Whether at weddings, proms, or just in moments when you need a good cry, My Heart Will Go On is always there, delivering all of the feels. Celine's performance of this song is a big part of why it became such a global phenomenon. She didn't just sing it, she gave it heart, and that's why over 25 years later, it's still one of the most beloved songs of all time. I was obsessed with the movie Titanic when it came out. I went to the theater twice for this movie. I loved it so much. I had posters, I learned everything about it, and this song was a big part of why I loved the movie. In fact, I might go watch the movie when I'm done recording this, even though it's 3 hours long, and we all know the ending. Sad. But the song is beautiful. All right, the next song on our list is The Reason, a powerhouse ballad that perfectly showcases Celine Dion's incredible vocal range and emotional depth. Released in 1997 on her album Let's Talk About Love, this song is one of those hidden gems that deserves so much love. The Reason is all about love, but not just the soft, sweet kind. It's about that intense, all-consuming love that gives you a purpose, a reason to keep going. It's the kind of song that speaks to the way love can lift you up when you're feeling down and remind you of why life is worth living. The lyrics are heartfelt and honest, capturing the vulnerability that comes with loving someone so deeply that they become the center of your world. It's both empowering and emotional. and it's easy to see why this song resonates with so many. Now, one of the coolest things about The Reason is that it was written by none other than Carole King, a songwriting legend in her own right. Carole King is one of my favorite songwriters. I've mentioned her before. I love her, so no wonder I love this song. You can hear the signature King touch in the song's melody and structure, which gives Celine plenty of space to let her voice soar. And let's talk about those vocals. Celine does not hold back here. From the tender opening lines to the powerful belting at the song's peak, she takes you on a roller coaster of emotions. Why is it one of my favorites? Well, aside from the fact that it's a vocal masterclass, there's something raw and real about the way Celine sings it. You can feel every note and every word. It's a song that makes you think about the people in your life who give you strength and remind you why love is such a powerful force. Although it wasn't one of Celine's biggest chart topping hits, The Reason has a loyal fan base, and it's easy to see why. It's one of those songs that, when you listen closely, leaves a lasting impact. Celine's delivery is so heartfelt, and the song's message of love and purpose resonates deeply. So, whether you're in love, out of love, or just need a reminder of what love can do, The Reason is the perfect anthem to capture those emotions. Next, let's dive into That's the Way It Is, a song that brings all the positive vibes and showcases a different side of Celine Dion's artistry. While Celine is known for her heart-wrenching ballads, this song is an uplifting anthem of hope and perseverance, reminding us all to keep going even when life gets tough. Released in 1999 as part of her greatest hits album All the Way, A Decade of Song, That's the Way It is a fun, upbeat pop tune that quickly became one of her most beloved hits. The song's message is simple but powerful. Love in life may not always be easy, but if you hang in there and believe in yourself, things will get better. And that's why I love this song so much. It's the kind of song you turn to when you need an extra bit of motivation to push through all those difficult times. One of the best things about this track is how it contrasts with Celine's usual power ballads. It's got a catchy, feel-good vibe that makes you want to dance around the room and sing at the top of your lungs, which I do when I listen to this song. And of course, Celine's vocals are impeccable as always. She effortlessly glides through the melody, making you believe every word she sings. Her voice carries an undeniable warmth that makes this song feel like a comforting hug on a tough day. That's the Way It Is was a commercial success, reaching the top 10 in several countries, and it remains a fan favorite. The infectious energy of the song, combined with its positive message, has made it a timeless feel-good anthem. Whether you're going through a rough patch or just need a little pick-me-up, this song is the perfect reminder that things will get better. You just have to believe. In a catalog full of emotional ballads, That's the Way It Is stands out as a beacon of hope and positivity, showing that Celine Dion can not only make us cry, but also lift our spirits and remind us to keep fighting. It's an absolute gem that highlights her versatility and ability to connect with listeners on every emotional level. Next up is I'm Alive, a song that radiates positivity, energy, and pure joy. Released in 2002 as part of Celine Dion's A New Day Has Come album, I'm Alive is an uplifting anthem that's all about feeling empowered, grateful, and fully alive, perfectly capturing Celine's vibrant spirit. From the first note, this song grabs you with its infectious beat and feel-good vibe. It's one of those songs that instantly lifts your mood and makes you want to get up and move. Celine's voice is bright and full of life, and you can feel her excitement as she sings about embracing every moment and appreciating the beauty of being alive. Lyrically, I'm Alive is all about transformation and the overwhelming feeling of being in love or finding new purpose. The message is simple but powerful. Life is worth celebrating, especially when someone gives you a reason to live it to the fullest. The lyrics, I get wings to fly, oh, I'm alive, perfectly sum up that exhilarating feeling of freedom and happiness when you're in love or just feeling like you've hit your stride in life. One of the things that make this song stand out is how different it is from some of Celine's more dramatic ballads. While she's famous for her emotional, heart-wrenching songs, I'm Alive shows a lighter, more upbeat side to her music, as the previous song we discussed. The song's pop-driven production, catchy melody, and joyful lyrics make it an irresistible anthem of optimism. It's refreshing to hear Celine in a song where she's celebrating life rather than pouring her heart out over lost love. This song also gained extra popularity when it was featured in the soundtrack of the animated movie Stuart Little 2, making it a hit with families and younger audiences as well. Its upbeat nature and inspiring message made it a song that connected with listeners of all ages. It's a declaration of strength, joy, and the beauty of being alive. Celine's vibrant vocals combined with the uplifting message make this song a reminder that no matter what life throws at us, there's always time to celebrate. It's a true feel-good anthem that showcases Celine's versatility and her ability to bring pure happiness into her music. Finally, let's talk about Because You Loved Me, one of Celine's most iconic ballads that has become a timeless anthem of gratitude and love. Released in 1996 on her Falling Into You album, this song quickly became a global hit and cemented Celine's status as the queen of emotional power ballads. Written by Diane Warren, Because You Loved Me is a tribute to the people who lift us up and support us through life's ups and downs. It's a song that captures the essence of being loved unconditionally and the way that love empowers us to be our best selves. Whether it's a partner, a parent, or a friend, this song speaks to anyone who has had someone believe in them when they needed it most. The lyrics are heartfelt and raw, and Celine's vocal performance takes it to another level. She pours so much emotion into every note, making you feel the depth of her gratitude and love. The song's sweeping melody builds up to an epic climax, and with Celine's impeccable range, she delivers that final chorus with a level of passion that leaves you breathless. What makes Because You Loved Me even more special is its universal appeal. While it's a love song at its core, it's not confined to romantic love. It's a song that anyone can relate to, whether you're thinking about a loved one who's been there for you or celebrating the impact someone has had on your life. It's no wonder this song became a popular choice for weddings, graduations, and other milestone events. The song's success was huge, reaching the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 and earning Celine a Grammy nomination for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. It was also featured as the theme song for the movie Up Close and Personal, adding another layer of emotional weight to the track. Because You Loved Me is a celebration of love's power to uplift, support, and transform us. Celine's powerful voice, combined with Diane Warren's deeply personal lyrics, make this song a classic that continues to resonate with listeners around the world. It's the ultimate reminder of how love can shape our lives in the most profound and meaningful ways. All right, let's shift gears and take a moment to talk about a deeply personal chapter in Celine Dion's life, her recent battle with stiff person syndrome. This rare neurological disorder affects her muscles and movement, which presents a serious challenge for someone whose career has been defined by energetic, powerful performances. For Celine, this diagnosis isn't just a medical hurdle, it's a major shift in how she lives and works. Her health has forced her to postpone major tours, including her Las Vegas residency, a place where she connected deeply with her fans. Losing the ability to perform live, even temporarily, must be incredibly difficult for someone so passionate about her craft. But through it all, Celine has shown remarkable resilience. She's been open with fans about her condition, expressing her determination to fight and her gratitude for the love and support she's received. This battle has only highlighted her incredible strength. Even facing such adversity, Celine continues to inspire millions, reminding us all to stay hopeful and keep moving forward, no matter what the obstacles are. Her courage really shines through, showing the world just how powerful the human spirit can be. In the midst of her health struggles, Celine continues to find ways to connect with her fans and remind the world of her enduring legacy. If you haven't already, I highly recommend checking out the documentary I Am Celine Dion on Amazon Prime Video. It's an incredible look into her life, showcasing not just her career highlights, but the woman behind the microphone, her strength, vulnerability, and resilience. It's a heartfelt tribute to everything that makes Celine such a beloved icon. And if that's not enough to remind us of her unstoppable spirit, Celine surprised everyone with a stunning performance at the Olympics this year, which was awesome. I talked a little bit about that in my Olympics episode. Against all odds, she graced the stage, her voice soaring just like it always has, proving once again that nothing can truly hold her back. It was an emotional moment for fans around the world and a beautiful reminder of why we fell in love with her in the first place. I just recently watched I Am Celine Dion on Amazon Prime Video. Celine was so brave and vulnerable, and I felt her struggle, and I cried through the whole thing, and it was scary, and I don't know. She was just very vulnerable and brave, and I'm glad I watched it, and it just makes me admire her so much more. The documentary ended with a quote that shows just how strong she is and how much she loves music and how she will not let anything stop her from doing what she loves. She said, "If I can't run, I'll walk. If I can't walk, I'll crawl, but I won't stop." And that was beautiful and just shows how strong and brave and how much she loves music. And I admire her for that. As we wrap up today's episode, let's take a moment to reflect on the sheer power and beauty of Celine Dion's music. Her incredible vocal talent and emotional depth are truly something to behold. And the 8 songs that we've talked about today are perfect examples of her versatility and the profound impact her music has had on so many lives. Each song not only highlights Celine's stunning range, but also showcases her ability to connect with listeners on a deeply personal level. As we celebrate Celine's extraordinary career and her timeless hits, let's also take a moment to send a heartfelt tribute to her during this challenging time. Celine's battle with stiff person syndrome has been incredibly tough, but her resilience and determination are nothing short of inspiring. We're all rooting for her continued recovery and hope to see her back on stage where she belongs, sharing her incredible gift with the world once more. Before we sign off, I want to encourage you to revisit Celine Dion's music and celebrate her legacy. Share some of your favorite Celine songs with friends and family, and let's continue to support her as she navigates this difficult journey. Be sure to join me next week, where we'll be switching gears and heading back to Broadway. I'll be diving into some of the most inspirational Broadway songs that celebrate following your dreams. It's going to be a fun and uplifting episode that's sure to leave you feeling motivated and ready to chase your own dreams. I can't wait to share it with you, so stay tuned for that. Thank you all for joining me on this musical journey through Celine Dion's greatest hits. And until next time, keep the music in you alive and remember that every note has a story to tell. Peace out, everyone. This has been the Music in Me podcast. Subscribe now so you don't miss a beat.